Scared the crap out of me.
Just like a spark that's breaking out. Can't make a stop, can't turn back now. We know that there's no room for doubt. No, we can't turn back now. I see danger in your eyes. They know we'll burn down the night. Coming just like the sunrise. You know that we gonna light it up. Tonight we gonna let it up. Tonight we gonna let it up. Just like the sunrise.
And right back to green. I'm gonna try updating real quick. Fixes the issue I'm having. They're not showing the accounts.
Got a monster inside of me. You better watch out if you ignite me's a road ahead of full prophecy to be the greatest beast the world has ever seen. I feed him every day like the bones clean. I feed him all the hate and he grows me and he gets claws real big, pissed off quick. And if you cross him, you might drop dead. Metaphorically, of course, settling this war, never getting bored, loves the blood and gore. Always wanting more freedom from the source. They don't really understand until they feel the force departed. If you start shit, you'll be heartless in the darkness. Torn apart, you left scars ripped to be chewed up and discarded.
Went right into that big trend line off the daily on the SPY. Rejected it.
Once it's in your mind, it's infectious. So fight for your life and reject it. You better give me space, I'm protective. My adrenaline spikes when I'm threatened. And if you stay in my way, I'm aggressive. Cause when there's no exit, I'll kill when I'm desperate.
Yeah, that reject.
He's back and better than ever. I can feel my heart rate, adrenaline pressure. It's
It fixed it.
lightning, thunder, pouring weather. Yo, I'm a go-getter. Try to do it like me, but I do it better. I got a mind that's clever. The beast inside is competitive as ever. I'm conscious, my subconscious, an accomplice to me. I promise the darkness, I can honest believe. But don't cross me, I might lose control of the lost beast. He's locked away inside with the key control by fight or flight. And this world ain't right, won't accept it. Negative energy, I expect it. Once it's in your mind, it's infectious. So fight for your life and reject it. You better give me space, I'm protective. My adrenaline spikes when I'm threatened. And if you stay in my way, I'm aggressive. Cause when there's no exit, I'll kill when I'm desperate.
What do you mean there's no data? because it's
Like you, be strong to hold the powers of the sun. To dream, believe in strength. Now I'm the only one, only one. I was an ordinary boy until I broke the
okay.
rules. My life destroyed, life destroyed. Until I woke awake, scream my mind, I shout.
Realized all the lines I drew too were
How much can I take? My mind will break. Will it break? Can I take? Can I be your superhero? Superhero. Can I be your superhero? Superhero. Superhero. Fly away. It's the first time of today. Today. To dream, believe. You are the strength, you're all I need. Oh, gonna give it a shot. Only one of me to shield you all from the enemy. You're a superhero. You're a superhero.
excuse me.
Can I be your superhero? Superhero. 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 Can I be your superhero?
Shit. I was on the wrong account. Son of a... Did I switch it back? I'm on the wrong account again. I was wondering why. Well, at least now there's no way I can... It's that one. I swear I switched it. Well, at least it worked. I got one more account, but it's more so that I can keep trading as well as trying the strategy that I plan on using moving forward. What's up, Progo? I apparently was trading the past eval that I had like an idiot, and I didn't realize it. Yeah, about that. Don't pull an Alpine. I mean, it would have sucked to come down and get stopped out, because then I would have had to. I would have had to work my way back up to it, but worked out. Well, while we're waiting for something else to set up, let's take a look at what our options are. So what I found out today is that the lower this number goes when you have a credit spread, the better. So you want these to be down, because then that means the closer to zero, the more likely it is that you're gonna essentially win that trade. Has anybody ever heard of this company, Wolf? I was looking into them. It's very interesting. Really like their chart. The problem is, it looked like wasn't really much volume for the options. There's literally no volume. Some interest at 29, but to look more into the company itself. I just don't like that there's really not a lot of volume. Like there's zero volume, a little bit there. Like I feel like I'd have trouble trading it overall. Even it's like even if you like a company and think it's gonna do well, the only way to trade it sometimes is to buy and hold it, which is not necessarily what I want to do. So essentially, I'm going to go back to looking for the outlier moves. I'm going to let the outlier moves happen. And then I'm going to get in on the break of the bottom candle. Back the other way. I ideally would like to follow the overall trend as well. So that's going to play into it. Obviously, ones that do this can't do anything about because there's no candle to get in on. And I'm not looking to just reverse my trade back and forth each time either. Like I want it to be a bigger move one way or the other. You think it is worth continuing the monthly if we don't pass in the first month, considering the 9% off? No. So I was having this discussion with Frogo last week. I believe it's better off do the triple reverse. I believe it's better to just kind of YOLO the account towards the end of the month, and if you fail, then just grab a new account. However, if you're like really close and you've been very consistent and you're within like $500 or something like that, you could try to push it, see if you could get that $500. Or if you're that close and you want to keep doing what you're doing and stay consistent, then that would be the one time I feel it'd be worth doing the extra month. No, there is no 90% after. It becomes 80% for the 90% accounts. So you start with the 1670, and then if you renew the next month, it becomes, what is it? 3340. Do that math right? Yeah, it sounds right.
Empty hearts and neon lights. Playing with my mind. Gotta get out of here.
When I went to bed last night, I really thought when I woke up this morning we were going to be in for a pretty big gap down. And then I woke up and I was like, oh, we went right back up to where we started. But yeah, tomorrow is the last day. I believe it ends at midnight tomorrow. Let me double check that for you. Yep, 11:28 at 12 p.m. Eastern. So you got today and tomorrow. So we have built up some money. Would it not be better to continue because you get 80% monthly, whereas and you have to start with a zero? But correct. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The one time it would be okay to renew at the 80% monthly would be if you already have built up a lot. So like if you're about 500, I'd say anywhere from 500 to like 700 from passing or below that, it would be worth it. But if you're 1,000 or more, I would just try to push it and see if I could pass. But obviously that's me. Yeah, I mean, they're going to keep coming out with the 90% sales. It's just a matter of how many accounts do you want, and do you think they're going to last until the next one? Dude, I am so tired of being sick. I feel like I just got done being sick, and now I feel like I'm getting sick again. See, now I could look to trade these types, like made a higher low, came up, broke this area. So I could get in these looking for the stops under these areas, but I feel like the only time I do that is if we're like already at the highs, like try to jump in to kind of ride that momentum or breaking the highs. Because then at that point, you'd probably have such an obvious trend line to follow as well. I also feel like I'd be a lot more interested in doing this with stocks, but can't really do that now. I'm also trying to wean myself off coke because I want to get back into lifting. Lifting to me means also taking some creatine. It's always helped me in the past. And you're not supposed to be on any kind of caffeine while you're taking creatine. So if I seem a little jittery the next couple days, it's because I'm getting myself off the caffeine. And I'll probably be drinking a lot of this stuff. It's just Crystal Light. It's a big 2-liter thing of water. I mix the those packets in. Can't believe I took that trade on the other account. Such an idiot. Of course it was, I was flustered. The accounts were loading and stuff like as the trade was happening. That was the crappy part. Everywhere I've read when it comes to taking creatine, it's never been a good thing to take it with caffeine. And creatine, like if you start Googling like stuff about creatine, and it's one of the most studied drugs out there. Quality drug it essentially is. I think the word drugs gets such a bad rap because a lot of people, like when you say drugs, they're like, oh, cocaine, weed, like that kind of stuff. But I think in reality, like there's lots of different drugs. They're not all bad. Call it a supplement, I guess, would be the better word for creatine. I'm gonna say, should you take creatine with caffeine? I'll just say with caffeine. Caffeine and creatine are both independently regarded as safe and effective sports performance aids. However, the combination may lead to worsened sleep, increased risk of dehydration, and digestive discomfort in some people. Now, let's take a step further with soda. What to avoid? Avoid drinking caffeine, coffee, tea, soda, or taking herbal supplements such as ephedra or mahwang, I don't know how to say that, while you are taking creatine. Combining this product with these substances may increase your risk of having a stroke or other serious medical problems. Can I drink soda with creatine? Together, caffeine and creatine to appear to have no negative effects on athletic performance and may enhance power and strength. However, they may also increase the likelihood. So, it's a lot of could cause further issues. I am high risk then. What's up, Justin? This guy from back in 2008, he's like, take your creatine and mix your soda. I hope that's definitive enough. By introducing a particulate, your creatine, you exponentially increase the frictional surface area acting on the carbonated water. Oh, this guy was literally trying to mix the creatine with the soda. Yeah, so here's the bigger thing. It looks like it has to do with the carbonation. Apparently it just slows down the act of creatine. So maybe like if you're drinking soda like later in the day, like I think they're more I think what this is more geared towards is like don't mix it and take it with the soda and don't be drinking soda all day like when you're on creatine. 10 o'clock, is that what this is? Yeah, I wouldn't really say this is a pop considering the previous candles, but well, yeah, but that's such a smaller amount of creatine in the meats and all that stuff. But when you're supplementing like 5 milligrams of the stuff, you're it's a lot more concentrated. Feel bad for whatever channel that Russian dude went to from mine. I guess he got bored with mine.
In this video, you will learn.
Drink your wine in the evening. Yeah. But that's what I'm saying. I think as long as like you're drinking the soda in the afternoon, didn't mean I'm not weaning I just went and bought more soda. I'm not like weaning myself off like completely. I just more so meant for like during the day. So I'm not sitting here drinking it all day. This is water. The only con of trading this way is that you have to be so patient. When I was younger, I used to drink like a 12-pack of Coke daily. That's pretty bad. You're literally drinking the amount of calories your body's burning every day just in soda. If you're drinking a 12-pack daily, that's crazy. Steven, what's up, man? How are you? Yeah, I've always been a fatty. Nice. Good stuff. What's up, BXKT? Static account, the DD is the same on the funded account? Yes. Yeah. Yeah. The way that you're trading the eval account. So I grabbed another eval and well, it's so I could keep trading as well as start trading the way that I think I want to trade moving forward. Well, the way I got funded was, yeah. Well, on this one. Yeah, blackjack. I hit it, yeah. Well, I didn't hit blackjack. It was... I was going to say it was more like a 20 and dealer was showing a 7 and just turned to 10, but... It was literally a 50-50 and I just happened to win it. Um, 29 is the new one. Yeah, I don't really plan on getting past double digits, but oh, I meant to click static. All right, so static account. Correct. Yeah, it's per contract. On the NQ or the MNQ? Well, I think I honestly don't remember. I think it's $1. I think it's $1 per contract on MNQ, and I think it's $2 per contract on the NQ. Yeah, so on the static, your total drawdown will always be 625. So if you can get away from that, then you're good to go. Believe it or not, I feel like the static would actually be better for the way that I'm thinking of trading moving forward, but it shouldn't matter regardless. How do you have dual connection at the same time on Rhythmic and NT8? What is NT8? I don't know what NT8 is. No, you can trade it. They just don't want you to have some crazy windfall trade at the open. Yeah, as long as it's the same. Yeah, as long as it's the same amount you're making with all your other trades, that's all I care. They're just making sure you're not like, oh, 100, 200 per trade, and then out of nowhere you got like a $5,000 trade. That's on news or something. Oh, Ninja Trader? I don't use Ninja Trader, so I don't know if that's possible. I mean, I have open Quantower, which is what you're looking at, as well as RTrader Pro. I have those two open. Yeah. You should be fine. It's good. It's good. Turkey Day is like the one holiday a year I feel like is pretty easy to prep for, and it always seems to go off without any problems. I'd ask how yours went, but we all know that you don't care about Thanksgiving. Dude, I eat turkey. I've been eating it nonstop. Okay, go on Apex now. It's possible to buy 10 accounts static funded 1 million. Like you would end up with 1 million? Yeah. So if you bought 100, let me scroll down. Yeah, 100K static. If you bought 10 of them, that would give you $1 million. Yeah, essentially. Yeah, I mean, you'd have to obviously trade them all separately. I'm actually curious, how much would one of these cost? I'm just looking at this for maybe next time around. So $13.70. Oh, so it's cheaper. Because I don't see myself taking more than one contract moving forward with the way that I'm going to be trading. So it's kind of interesting to look at it from a static perspective. So yeah, with the code that you see on the screen, it should be in the description as well. You can get each account for, what was it, $13.70, I think. Yeah, $13.70. You're in this, you said? Say the high from the candle at the bell is right here. Yeah. Yeah, that line, the middle line's right at red to green, or green to red in this case. I don't think that's such a bad idea. Trade. And what is your account? Mine's not static. It's the You got me fumbling with my words this morning. It's the full. You said complete, but yeah, they call it the full account. Yeah. I guess it really depends on your trading style. Like, do you... No, I didn't. I was looking to maybe play it for a reversal, but that candle is too big. I think it's gonna go retest green to red. So static would be better if you have if you have a strategy that's very like tight knit. So like if you're getting in and you have tight stops, I feel like managing a static account would be not that hard to do. The full account I think would be better if you have a strategy where you scale into trades. You have a strategy that is sometimes it'll go against you before it goes in your favor, because it just gives you more wiggle room. Like a full account, it gives you $2,500 worth of wiggle room, but it's trailing, so it follows you. The static, you only get $625, but it always stays at that starting amount. So if you make $400 on one trade, you're now at $1,025, and then say you make $1,000, now you're at $2,025, and you just keep getting further and further away from it. The better you do. The full account, you have $2,500, but it follows you until a certain amount. Once it gets up to, on the funded account, once you get up to 52,100 or 600, yeah, 52,600, your trailing threshold will be at 50,100. So from that point on, it stops there. Like that's the furthest it can go. So if you start getting away from that, then it actually benefits you to have the full account. 104,000 on static. The drawdown doesn't reset every shit. No. So your drawdown would still be at $99,575. It would be at $99,575 always. It just stays there. Whereas with the full account, say you started with 100,000, it would start at 97,500, but say you made $500, it would now be at 98,000. So it would follow you that $500 until you get to a certain point. See, the reason I don't like trading these, like trying to continue with the trend, is because now I wouldn't want to put my stop here because the trend line's, like there's a trend line that formed and I'd want to give it to that. But then that stop is too far away. So, I mean, it just comes into picking and choosing what you want to trade. View is very good for static because after it's possible to have a big drawdown after 1 to 2 months. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. So if that's the case for you, then static would be great. But if it's after 1 or 2 months, I mean, the full, you can still get away from it. When you get to a funded account with the full accounts, you essentially have a static account after you get to that 50,100. I'm talking on a 50K account. On a 100K account, it would be, I'm assuming it would be the same thing. It would be $100,100. And then anything above that you pull away from that, the trailing threshold doesn't follow you anymore. So it follows you until you get $100 above that starting amount that you start with, and then it doesn't follow you any further. Keep bouncing off this trend line on the SPY. It's a pretty obvious one going back to last week. Yeah, no, it sounds like either would probably work for you. It really just comes down to your strategy and what you think would work best for you. If you have any other questions, man, just let me know. I'm here. Ain't going nowhere. Go get a drink real quick, though. Is there a break-even line indicator for Quantower, and is it free? What do you mean break-even? Like if you're in a trade and you want to see where your line is?
Are you afraid of the dark? Are you scared?
Are you talking about like break-even, like for the market itself, or for whatever instrument you're looking at? No, there's not. So that's the problem with trading contracts, is when you trade contracts, you're essentially, each contract is treated separately. So as you're scaling in, it will show you where your average is, but the moment that you take one off from the original position, it's going to change that line. So it would be up to you in order to figure that out. That's everywhere. First in, first out. Yeah, that's Froggo just said.
I will catch you.
Last in, first out.
The time it goes.
But yeah, so like if you were to scale in, like if you bought one here, then bought one here, then bought one here, then bought one here, and it's still going against you, it'll find the middle point, it'll average you in, and it'll put a line here. But the minute that you take one off, say like right at that line, your average is going to be based off of these last three contracts now, because you took the first one off. And then when you take this one off, it's then going to give you an average based off these two. Then you take another one off, and it's going to be, the last contract is going to be based off of your last one. So that line's going to move based off of that. However, until you take one off, it's going to show you where your break even is. So until you take one off, yes, it does show you. But then once you take one off, it kind of messes with it. So if you want, like in the moment, if you know that that's what you're going to be doing, you could just draw a line real quick, like where your average is. So then that way you know where your break even is. Yeah, I agree. This cough. All right, well, this trend line is no longer valid to me. Yeah, just so you guys know, today and tomorrow are your last chances to grab the cheapos, the 90% off at Apex. You just have to use one of the influencer creator codes. Obviously, I have one, but it doesn't really matter whose you use as long as you get the 90% off. But just letting you know that it ends tomorrow. Trying to only play the extreme moves. Just I'm tired of getting caught in the ones that just keep going, you know? I'm just trading one on the NQ. I'm looking to try to get in on like the obvious reversal. Like I'm trying to let it make a bottom on those extended moves. So I'm still using the bands. I'm just waiting for it to go down into them. And then when it starts to reverse, like if you look at that candle at 9:38, I think it was. See how it had the huge move down and then it had the smaller candle. And then when it broke that candle back to the upside. Okay. It was like 9:37, 9:38. I'm on the 2 minutes, so let me go to the 1 minute because. Yeah, I mean it's still same thing. So see how it came down and then we had the bottom candle and then when it came up, I got in on the break of that bottom candle, and then I'm looking to kind of ride it back up. So I'm still looking for the big moves into the bands, but then I'm looking for a reason to get in on basically the backside of the move. No, I'm not looking to guess the front side. Like you could have did the same thing on this 1 minute candle that just happened. Came down, had the big move down. As it's coming back up, you get in on the break of the candle and there she goes. Then you're just using the bottom of that candle on the move down as your stop. And I'm just looking at it on the 2 minute to kind of take out some of the noise. So this is where I thought I was on the wrong account. So I took it off real quick, switched to the other account, which I switched to the wrong account and made the same trade and it worked. Kind of funny. On our trader, is the P&L column after commissions? Yes. Yeah, I can, let me see if I can show you. So if I scroll up, there's another, you can see it here. I probably should just show you guys this one, but the reason I show you the other one is because it shows the account balance as well. This window can't show you the account balance. But this one shows you the trade P&L, the commissions and fees, and then the net P&L. So look at that. Net P&L 217.50, 102. All right. Scroll back down, 217.50, 102. How's the likes of Nvidia and them doing today? Let's see if Nvidia, pretty big down move. What's up? $80,211. Yelp. There was a guy that actually just cashed out over $1 million between like 10 accounts. Yeah. Yeah. I'm going to find the screenshot to show you. I'm gonna send it to you PM via PM, you know, the things that you never respond to. Yeah, that's my private message. Oh, we're already on Discord, so that's the whole point. That was like the other on the 21st. You see when I sent that to you? I literally was running back to the computer to talk to you, and you're like, "Hello, hello." I know, I know. That's how many days he's had the account. Here, I'll show you guys too. get big enough. Well, no, he hasn't cashed anything out yet. The target doesn't mean anything. Oh, you're saying if he takes them back down to 0. What do you use it while you're? Oh, right. Are you, so you're saying he would have to start over? Oh, shucks. I mean, he could probably, depending on how big he's trading. I mean, if he's cashing out a mil, he could probably leave like an extra 5K in each account to withstand the drawdown. Because at that point, what's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 12, 14 accounts. You leave 5 grand. That's what, 50 to 70,000. And it's a lot, but well, look at. I mean, I don't know if it's legit, but well, I think it showed up here. Let me check. I'm pretty sure it already showed up on the like their website for the payouts. Yeah, it's on here. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yeah, this is the guy. Some dude from California was on the 22nd. And yeah, it looks like he cashed out everything. Or well, no. So he cashed out $286,580 on that top account. So that would leave him with 30 grand. So he left a decent amount in each of these. He took 156,000 from the second one, so that left him with like 15,000. And he took 95,000 out of the next two. Yeah, so it looks like he had a system where he took a certain amount from each. Oh, you know what? That's true. I forgot about that. So he probably did take everything, and what's missing from this is probably what they took for their cut, the 90-10. Oh, they had Zishan. Just Google Apex payouts. They literally have a page where they show all their payouts. You bought a 300K account since I got a gift card for early gift. Yeah, California will definitely take half. There's no doubt about that. Did you help a brother out, Zishan? When you bought that account? I could probably check. When did you buy it? Yeah, I mean, the most he's had in one of these accounts was what? 75, 3 months. That's it. Well, 2.5 months, really. Well, those days are just trading days, so that's not true. So it's actually more like 4 months. Egg on fire today. Did you see the? You guys busy? What's this chart I just hearted? Yeah, nice. Yeah, that's how I was trying to decipher it. Great. Damn, Zishan, that kind of hurts a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. Kind of hurts. Oh yeah, it's kind of chopping sideways in reality. I've tried to get an easy code, man, but apparently you have to be a premium guy that makes over $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 a month from affiliates already to get a custom code. So good job making the rich richer. It would have took you 5 seconds to click on one of my videos and copy pasted the code. Just saying. Thanks, Froggo. Ribbit. That was I love you. This is gonna sound silly, but I got two huge jars of Bada Bing cherries for my ice cream that I make for a really good price. Yeah. I'm just messing with you, Zishan. All support is appreciated. But all I was getting at is that Alpine doesn't really need help. But I get that it's easier to just type his in, because that's why I want my own, because I know if people just knew the code, it would be a lot easier. It's kind of crap that they just pick and choose who they let have a code. I'm actually going to try emailing them again just to... Does look good. So I came up here, I was like, damn, play both sides. Those white screens pop up, man. I feel blind. Breaking out. It's Zishan. It's not that big of a deal, man. I mean, it does all add up, and like I said, for him, he's bringing in. There's a reason he bought that new car. I'll just say that. Not saying he doesn't deserve it. He does. He does a very good job at what he does, and he's very entertaining to watch with the way that he trades, etc. So I get it. I've always accepted the fact that I'm never gonna be that kind of person. Like I don't mind hosting a live stream, but it's more for the people that take the shit serious. I'm not trying to be a gambler, essentially. And right now it's working for him. But a lot of those guys, they end up focusing on the affiliates, the stuff outside of trading, because they start to realize how much they can make from it. Can't believe I goofed that trade earlier. Kind of funny, but annoying at the same time. All right. Real quick, I want to go back and check how these companies are doing. Ah. Get some more water, be right back. feel so bad for that one fish. Just like he had that it was like cottonmouth or something, and I don't know, he developed some kind of, his buoyancy is like way off. He's been like that for so long now. He's keeps on kicking, but I just feel bad. He looks like he's getting worse.
We are dreaming in the dark. We are nothing more than dust. Search but you stay lost. We are reaching for the stars, but we're making this too hard. And I wonder where you are. Mysterious, that's the part you always show. 'Cause you're too curious. Maybe you should take it slow. Mysterious, that's the part you always show. 'Cause you're too curious. Maybe you should take it slow.
Oh, blah. All right. Johnson & Johnson's kind of dead, huh?
We're dreaming in the dark. We are nothing more than dust. You search but you stay lost.
Let's change the.
We are reaching for the stars, but we're making this too hard. And I wonder where you are. Mysterious, that's the part you always show. 'Cause you're too curious. Maybe you should take it slow. Mysterious, that's the part you always show. 'Cause you're too curious. Maybe you should take it slow.
With like a really faint. That's even worse. Why can't I just find something that looks right? Maybe let's just go with like a really faint blue. There we go. That's much better. Just want something on there that's not like popping out at me.
You say I make you nervous, a tragedy, I'm a beautiful disaster, a reckoning, you wonder how I got this way. You think I'm someone to be saved, someone to clean up and tame. Oh, some things never change, never change. You think I would look
They have earnings.
on your arm once you cover up my bruises and battle scars, but it always ends the same. Can't bear the things I've had to face, got you crying on your knees in pain. Oh, some things never change, never change. You'll break your back to make me feel again.
I forgot to check if they.
Suffocate to
November 29th. Would you look at that? This Riley is still this thing. Set it back down. 14.
Save myself by turning into stone. So save your judgment cause you just don't know. But some
They
things
really think this is gonna go down that far?
never change. They say I should feel guilty and change my ways, leaving crumpled bodies in my wake. Swear I didn't mean to make them break. Swear I didn't mean to make them break. But they're so delicate and so mundane, and they keep coming like a moth to a flame. Oh, some things never change, never change. You'll break your back to make me feel again. Suffocate to make me breathe again. Lose your mind from endless pain. Some things never change, never change. Oh, redemption never came.
I'm headed to the bottom of the bottle. I've been drowning, I've been floating away. Every other dollar that I got, and then I probably went and it away. I ain't f***ing okay. I ain't liking it, babe. I don't even wanna talk. I'm just smoking my haze. I've been stuck in my ways. I've been stuck here for days. I've been staring at the clock as the radio plays. I'm enslaved. Yeah, rolling another, I'm stuck in my seat for the whole control of my speech. Yeah, I've been trying to get off this couch for a minute and a whole week. No kidding, I'm skinny, I cannot eat. Got a million cause that depend on me. Yeah, every friend in my family, from a girl, every fan I meet myself. I'm too on till I'm too off. Come down, make new thoughts, like jumping off of that rooftop. Whole life never when I do nothing, make moves based on my mood drops. Like who's lost? Like who's lost? It's yo, steadily killing me, running my brain full of shame. I don't wanna lose it. Full of stage, trying to find my pain. See sun coming out of that rain. My day really not tame. I'ma never slow down.
It does look like it kind of wants to come back down, but got bought back up pretty good. The problem is there's nowhere to roll to. Actually, let me see if we go out for it. Look, you go out a week, it's it's a higher. Okay, there you go. You'd have to roll out pretty far. It's not that far though, to be honest. Okay. So what did we get filled at? It says we got filled. So did we get filled at 30? No, 25.
Yeah. Unknown brain. Marvin Divine. I'm saying
Oh, shit. Did I did sell the put, right? Yeah, okay. I was like, make sure I sold the put. The worst case scenario, if I don't want to get put, could come in here. There it is. If we wanted to roll this, we obviously can't roll it lower. There, we'd have to go out 18, but then we could do something like this. So we'd have to buy back. And to be honest, this is probably pretty good too. Like, do people think this thing's gonna go bankrupt? Well, it depends on which stock you're looking at. Like all the stocks, all the stocks that are worth trading right now are all pretty much up with the market itself. So I wonder if there's a way to set alerts on Robinhood itself. Yeah, so like your Microsoft, Apples, and stuff like that, they're all at the top of their ranges, right? So let's, so you got, let's see, Microsoft up there with the market, Apple up there with the market, Google up there with the market, Amazon up there with the market. So I mean, it's like all Nvidia, Meta, they're all up with the market. So you can't really, like, getting premium on selling puts on these is not really a thing right now. The only thing you can do, which is what I did, is which I did on the SPY and IWM, which is the small caps. It's like the small cap ETF, but it essentially follows the SPY for the most part. You trade credit spreads, and these are call credit spreads. So I'm essentially saying that I'm bearish. So a call credit spread, you pick a strike price that you don't think the price is going to go over by that expiration date. And if it doesn't, then you get to keep your premium. The Mag 7, SP7. Yeah, that's actually what Alpine said, I think, about that guy cashing out $1 million, is that he thinks that they're going to make it, they're going to go from like 20 to 10 or something like that. But the problem is, it's a catch-22, because if you start bringing the amount that you can have down, that also is less that people are going to buy. So is that one guy going to break the bank? Like, how much did they make versus how much that guy made? You know? Like, did they make way more than $1 million that they have to pay this guy out to more than pay? Because that's essentially what it is, right? Like, they're bringing in enough from all the people signing up to pay everybody on top of what they're bringing in. All right, let me see. You set alerts on Robin. You set custom price alerts on.
Everyone, welcome on into today's video. We've got a super short, quick video. Robinhood just released custom price alerts, so I want to show you how that works. So on your
Oh look, there's a
log
little
right
bell
now,
there. I can probably do it myself for that. So where is the bell? Or maybe I have to go. Look at that. See, figured it out. All right, so if it goes down, our puts at 1450. I think I'd start getting not worried, but more interested. Let me out here. If we broke this like 1850 area, it has to go all the way to 1450 by Friday for us to lose on this position. Let's just say, we'll just say 18. I mean, I'm going to probably be keeping tabs on it anyway, but this way I can at least have it. Price moves below. All right, that was easy. I just had to watch somebody else do it to realize I just had to be on the right screen. If 90% are failing, I'm sure they're doing fine. Exactly, that's what I'm saying. Looks like we're trying to come back down here, the overall market. Oh, pretty sharp move here. If you had a trend line here as well, that just got broke. Bouncing right off red to green, or green to red. So this is what I'm looking for. So I'd be looking for a big move like that into the bands. And now we're moving lower. So I'm essentially looking for a candle that becomes much smaller, where it starts to bottom. And then when it starts to come back up and breaks that, that's when I'd be looking to get in. So the smaller the candle, the better, right? Because then we have a much closer stop. So a much bigger risk to reward ratio. Ralgo has picked up on what I'm throwing. You are catching what I am throwing. It's literally, yeah, it's I watched a lot of videos over the weekend, and just it kept coming back to the same shit, man. Like a lot of times I'm right, I'm just always early. It's like if you just wait for the right side of the V, there's a lot to be said about it. And it's set risk. Like that's so huge. Who do I watch for trading? I kind of go back and forth. I typically don't watch any one or two or three specific people. I mean, besides the normal people that I follow, like Alpine, GDT, stuff like that. But as far as like watching for education and stuff like that, I kind of just watch, like whatever I want to learn in the moment, I'll just search it. And if I have a very good BS filter. So like if I start watching somebody, I can kind of tell pretty quickly whether what I'm listening to is BS or not. So there is that. Now a candle that finishes straight up engulfed like this, I really don't want to get in on that, because to me it's not really a break of a previous candle. You know what I'm saying? Like all this is to me is just a continuation of this move it was already making. Because I would want to see a pullback, stay above these lows, and then break the candle. If that makes sense. Where if you go to the 1 minute, I bet you that did happen because I saw it kind of pull back. Yeah. So in theory, you could have got in on the break of this candle, but I don't know if I want to go down to the 1 minute. I feel like you're going to get faked out a lot. No, I watch a lot of SMB. SMB, I think what they're saying is fine. I just don't think that everything that they're saying, like the strategy aspect of a lot of it, like they wouldn't be telling you the strategy side of things if it was still working for them. Like I don't think they want people to know what's working, because then if everyone's doing it, people are going to find a way to manipulate that, like the big people. And let's face it, like they're not one of the big people. So if they were constantly telling everyone what they're doing, it would be very easy for someone to go against what they're doing. And unfortunately, I think that's kind of what happened with the whole short scene over these last couple years. Like everyone was like, oh, just short and you make $1 million. And so everyone started doing that. And now we're in a market where that's what everyone says they did. Now they're all starting to struggle. Well, I wonder why. Because the big people found a way to manipulate it. Oh, Froggo's 100% right. Yeah, I mean, they're always throwing those little advertisements in their videos to learn more about this strategy. To learn how our 7-figure traders trade this strategy. It's like the same stuff every video. There's a lot of insider buying going on down at these prices. $19, $20, $21. Kind of just makes me a little bit more confident. It's the chairman, CEO, the director, B. Riley Financial, which is 10% owner. They're basically saying ride or die. It's definitely not a company I would want to get involved in long term, that's for sure. I would definitely be doing everything I can to not get put these shares. Free content is insane how much information they give. Yeah, no, I agree. Yeah, but that's what when you say something like seeing what they're talking or looking for when it comes to trading, like that's kind of what I'm saying. Like if they're giving you the insider information on what they're looking for to get into trades, like to me, it's not really insider information anymore, you know? I mean, everybody and their mother has videos on how to trade trend EMA crosses, you know, just all that kind of stuff. So when they put those types of videos out, like, they don't interest me because that stuff's just obvious. And we're red again. We bounced off the that trend line quite a few times today. If we make lower lows here, that's I think we're gonna go on a little bit of a downward turn here. That would be my assumption. I mean, I think we at least get pullback at some point to fill this gap. I mean, that gap just looks way too appetizing. And when's the last time we didn't fill a gap? I mean, has it ever happened? I hate that I can't scroll. Go out. I have to. I remember what was this, a 184? $182.50. Yeah. Let's say I know I stayed above that key area. I think tomorrow I'm going to start screen recording my trade. I just set up OBS and see if my trading gets better. Good, man. Good for you. Any step with stuff like that is usually a step in the right direction. All right, let's see if we can find any more trades here for options. Dell 69 strike. Pretty far down there. By the end of the week, oh, they must have earnings. You know what? I didn't even check. Didn't they just have earnings, Riley? Yeah, February 28th is their next. I was like, I'm pretty sure they just had earnings. Well, right. That's why I'm trying to stay away from the gambling. That's why my very first option trade was NVIDIA because I was looking at a scanner and it didn't say it was on earnings. So I took the trade and then literally the next day I opened it up and I was like looking at it and I was like, this seems too good to be true. And then sure enough, I went and looked and it was on earnings. Stream it to private YouTube account so you don't have to eat a bunch of storage. Yes, it's a very good idea actually. Yeah, if you stream to YouTube just privately, when you're done streaming, it'll auto save it to YouTube, so you don't have to worry about saving all your recordings yourself. Then you can just go on there and watch them back. It's actually that was actually one of the main reasons I started my YouTube channel, because the whole point of me starting it was to document my journey. And when I first started, I was doing it privately. It only lasted like 2 weeks, and I was like, you know what, let me give it a shot. Let's go back. Well, let's see what the market's doing. It's just hovering at that line. Dell is earnings. Let me add. Let's see if it's actually. did get rid of Dell, so that's good. I had that one right. Ebix. Ebix. Yeah, that doesn't look very good. All right, we got Riley, which we grabbed, which we already got it at a good price because now the 15 strike is the 25 cents. STNG, Sting, Scorpio Tankers, 55. Nope, not. What? It's $65. We went lower. This earnings day. It's TNG. This could be an interesting one. Scorpio Tankers. A lot to like about Scorpio. It's upcoming dividend. What's name? You know what I just realized? That reset all my stuff on here. So that could be part of it. Market cap. There's earnings ratio is good. Really good. Let's see. Sell puts. Saying 21. 55. Yeah, there must not be any volume. Some volume. There's some pretty good support there. Would also have to get down through here. At the end of the week too. I mean, granted, it has proven it can move 3 points in a day. And that wasn't even on a lot of volume. Yeah, I mean, look at these moves here. 54 points. So even at 56, it could easily come to 52 to do it today. This thing definitely makes some bigger moves. Maybe I'll stay away from that. Let's move this up to I like this. I like this chart a lot, or this scan a lot better. Bulls, KSS, next Friday. 21 strike. It's a little too close. Didn't Kohl's like file for bankruptcy at one point? $2 TB hard drive. Yeah, it runs out quick, man. Name the title and video, how much ticks I traded. Well, you can edit that. That's the cool part about YouTube. You can literally go in and edit the title of every video. So like, if you know exactly what you did, you go in and you just hit edit and title it that. And it'll obviously date everything for you because it'll be on the day that you recorded it. Yeah, it definitely slows down in the afternoon. Oh, we stayed green. Honestly thought we were going to break down. I mean, in theory, this could be a trade here, right? Breaking this level. A lot of people look for that type of trade, but trying to stay away from those. Knives, good morning. How are you? It's going pretty good. I traded the wrong account. I got another account today so that I could start practicing the way I want to start trading moving forward, and I completely screwed it up. Thankfully, the trade worked, so I didn't screw up my past eval, but yeah, when they were thinking about going e-commerce, yeah. Remember that. See how far back. It doesn't let me go that far back. Why Kohl's is trading lower? Reported third quarter results. Same source down. Looks like they just had bad earnings as part of what's going on there. Assuming rebounded pretty nicely though. Did they have? It's very annoying because they don't show you. They only show you the futures date, future earnings date, but they don't like if you should be able to click on like these little dots and show you the when they had earnings. Then I try to do that. You gotta register. Their price to earnings ratio, negative 17.79. It's pretty crazy. $2.5 billion market cap. For some reason, I thought that they were higher than that. Their sales are 17.5 billion. This goes to show you how much money they must be spending. Jesus. This is not a very well traded stock, that's for sure. Well, didn't JCPenney actually file for bankruptcy? I don't think they got saved, did they? It's not even finding that for stock. I thought, yeah, aren't they already gone? Looks like the views are up. Nvidia having a up day. Amazon, Rivian, Microsoft, AMD, Meta, all the it's kind of interesting. A lot of the big companies are having up days, but yet the SPY's still right on the day. It's really like just the tech stocks that are doing okay. Oh, TQQ just went red. It's teetering that line. Are we doing that in the overall market too? Yep, we're still chilling. I'm gonna go make a salad. Be right back.
Today was a good stock day. I don't know how the stocks are doing, but I didn't have locates, and that's why when people tell me like, oh, it's a waste of money to pay monthly for Apex accounts, I'm like, you guys have no idea.
I'm coming for the throne. I'm coming for the throne.
You just wait.
So you wanna be my enemy? You should've known I'd never kiss the rain. Ice runs in my veins. Won't play it safe. I don't belong with your nobility. Who died and made you king
Well,
of the
it ends tomorrow night.
You think
Um,
that I'm insane? It's your
the thing with after a sale, we don't ever know. But the least amount you would get with my code, with anybody's code, is 50%. Yeah, it's not bad. The odds are they'll go back to something like 70%. It's been pretty rare that they don't have some kind of sale going on. But if there is no sale going on, it would be 50%. And that's anybody's code. Nobody has like a better code than anybody else. We all have the same code. It's just they have a custom code.
Don't care.
Yeah, what? Big ba-
Yeah, no fake outs would be nice. I was actually thinking about doing like an interest only challenge with the interest that I get from Robinhood. So every time they pay me, so like it says November 30th, I'll get paid. Just taking the amount that they give me and just putting it straight into the SPY. Or maybe like TQQQ. That's the better option. I mean, I could do that too. Always. Yep. and file for bankruptcy. Oh boy. I have him up. He's up a decent amount. Like per account, it's not that much, but total, it's good. He's actually doing it right now. I was literally about to say it, and I read what you said before I said it, because I just did it myself.
Bum, bum, bum. All right, we got 15 more minutes, actually. 15 more minutes to give away. All right, let's see what this market wants to do. Does it actually want to break out this time? Today was a good day with the range, yeah. Range strategies definitely work today. Not good. Fail. I was expecting that to fail. No. Just better entries, I think, Mark. Just getting better at this. It's not like
What's up,
that's
Forex Trader?
always scalped, you know?
Sorry, man. I
I've
was
gotten-
looking at something.
I've
Yeah,
lost
it's
accounts,
Quantower.
and look, just like that, we're calling the trade, so you don't know how it's gonna end up. But it's just more practice and being more selective and so on, you know. But there's really not much to it. Oh, this is not good. This is not good at all. What a breakout. Holy shit. So see, like, the breakout here failed, stopped out, and now this is gonna blow out. Alright, so let's see. Let's be patient here.
Yeah. Was there something happened there? Could have just been somebody that was short all morning, closing out of a position.
How much time we got? We got 10 minutes on the giveaway, guys. So at 12:17, we'll be giving away the 50K evaluation. Alright, let's get this pullback here so I can get the hell out of this trade, because I don't like this trade at all. I was hoping for that breakout to fail.
Quite the rejection candle as well.
Yeah, it is pulling back nicely. But if it breaks again, that's not going to be good at all. I'll put a stop up there. There's just no freaking way I could let that go. It's going to suck really bad, but there's a ton of resistance here, so I don't know.
Life kept spitting at my feet and forced me down a dead end street when all I had went up in flames.
I'm hoping for this type of breakout where it broke out here and just failed.
Cover up every part of my skin, oh, 'cause I don't like the person within, oh, I know I'm the one to blame. All I can do is take the shame, oh, do is say goodbye.
Someone just emailed me. Thanks for the chance of a free account.
I'm too sad to say I'm
You must win first.
sorry, so lie and pretend that you're okay. Swear that you will stay. Keep trying for one day. Whoa, I'm sick of all these lies. Don't care if I capsize. There's nothing left for me to hide. Don't wanna live
Yeah.
too many lows, too many
New Jersey Eric, another New Jersey member. Where in New Jersey are you, Eric?
wanna live a lie.
This breakout better fail. Come on. Just type in explanation Apex and I'll pick a winner in 10 minutes. Not even 10 minutes. 7 minutes. You're from Clifton? Nice. I'm very close by. If you win the giveaway, I could drop you off some cash instead. Oh, I'm green. Come on. I don't have a profit target, so hopefully it doesn't bite me. Come on. Breakdown, you know you want to. I know as soon as I take it off, the thing's flushing. Nope. Have a drink at Tommy's Tavern. Funny, I was just there last week. Or 2 weeks ago. I went to that crepe place. I got some crepes after, right next to it. I was just there first time. It's funny. Nutty was long. Let's see. He got stopped out though. Hold me. Yeah, that works until it doesn't work. So just be careful with 4 contracts. Once you get caught once, you won't be able to trade out of the trade. And that's because I used to do that too. Oh, this is annoying. I don't know what to do now. I was hoping this would break down and it didn't. It gave me enough to get out and I didn't get out, and now I'm gonna be stuck in a bad situation.
Some of these songs are just really good.
Scalping is like a time bomb. Yeah, that's why you use prop firms accounts. sucks. I had a chance. Yeah, I think I'm gonna try work out of this trade. How many ticks did I have here? Only 6 ticks, but yeah. Very strong move up now. Very strong. 3 accounts. I got my first payouts on 4 and 5. Account 4 and 5. And ever since then, I've blown a lot more, but it's just much easier to blow accounts once you're profitable. All right, 2 minutes left on the giveaway, but we're gonna keep it going till we get out of this trade at least. They don't know if you're using a stop loss or not. That's a big misconception. But this could blow my account because this is so strong, and this gave me a chance to get out, and I didn't. So that could be. If I don't stop out here, it's gonna be bad. But the reason I won't stop out is because of the obvious resistance. Big resistance. And, so like, I'm gonna count on that. And we've been getting a lot of breakouts, reversal, breakout, reversal, breakout, reversal. So hopefully it continues that way.
The giveaway 4x is on Alpine stream.
Wow, what a shitty situation I'm in. Because
I just sent his stream in my chat. Let him know that I sent you.
went against me, what?
When you get there, you just type exclamation point
I could have
apex.
gotten out of it. I never even added. It's just such a crappy way to it reminds me of that losing account. I mean,
This is another the rich get richer because he said he makes a little over 20 bucks like per stream. So all he's doing is just giving away the money that he makes from the stream in the form of an account,
if it reverses and I cut,
which is
then
only
I feel
17
way worse
bucks.
than actually losing. But let me
Which
see
I
if
would
the
do
giveaway
too
is
if I
over.
was making
29 seconds,
20
and
bucks
then
a
we're gonna
stream,
resume
but
it for a
I'm
little bit
making
more.
like less than $1.
Again, thank you for all the subscribers, guys. Amazing support. And Samuel, it's all right. I got your email. I'll make a clearer instructions for like a stream. So I'm gonna do like an overlay for the giveaways. Wow, almost 300 people watching. Guys, this is my worst trade of the day, so don't judge me on this trade, please. I am up $4,400, and I might lose 6 accounts here, but it's not that bad of a trading day overall. Wow, this sucks. I actually get very uncomfortable in trades on a trending day, meaning I see exactly what I don't want to see, and it's painful. But at the same time, I know this is what they might want longs to see. So they might want longs to see this is strong, so they buy and then you're gonna stuff it. And that's what I feel like. It's not an interesting fact. He just took it off, and I didn't. I wanted it to break down, but we'll add and see what happens here. Yeah, if this breaks out, it's gonna be a blown account. But we got a lot of evals going, so it's fine. Staring down a barrel of a gun, hoping the one holding it doesn't fire. This He's already got the finger on the trigger. I'm down already 375, 380. This is gonna go by so quick because the top step account doesn't have much drawdown left. So this can't break out, and I'm hoping on the resistance levels from here that it holds. But this could just go all the way to 16,122 easily, you know. So it just depends if it pulls back enough for me to get out. If it doesn't, it is what it is. We're just gonna have 1,300 accounts. No judgment. Yeah, this sucks. Again, like, could have gone out, I didn't. And now it's exactly like how I lost 2 PA accounts last Monday. Could have gone out, I didn't. Because every time I did get out, like, when was it? When was it that I got out break even? I got out break even recently. Oh, I think here, maybe? No, that's the new one. I just got out of a trade break even. I don't remember where it was. Like, not all the trades are showing up. Quantower does that sometimes. Take off, wanna break even. Let's see, this is adding to a loser. I don't like doing that. I should be taking the profit off at 11 ticks from this entry. That's how I typically would trade. You know, I'm gonna take the profit on that how I should. Of course not, see? Now I'm breaking my rules, guys. I'm stuck and I'm breaking my rules. I should have been out. It's a big difference if I'm out there, because then I make profit of 5 points on this entry. And then I could take a 5-point loss on this entry and I'm break even on the trade eventually, right? Or I could add another one. On top step, I can't add anymore. And my stop initially was here too. Thank God I didn't stop out. Let me resume the entries, guys. Resume the entries. It's all good, guys. All good here. Maybe this will reverse harshly. And at least I'll be done trading these accounts for the day. Yeah, I hope so too, Jason. Jason, VWAP is very... You're talking to someone that's used VWAP on stocks for 7 years. I know how VWAP works. It's not always... The thing, shorting above and below VWAP doesn't mean much. If you're shorting below VWAP, a lot of times you're chasing the lows. Chris, that's not the case. You just got to use a coupon. Apex is only $16 for 50K account. Use coupon code Alpine at the checkout and you'll get a discount of 90% off. Well, I missed 2 opportunities, guys. So 1 opportunity to exit this trade, 1 opportunity to exit this trade. This deserves to be a loss because I'm breaking every single rule that I've come up with for this strategy to be successful. This strategy will not be successful with, well, some accounts won't be successful long term, with 1 or 2 mistakes. You really can't make a single mistake trading this type of way, or your account will get lost. I mean, it's as simple as it gets. I had 2 chances to get out, made 2 mistakes already. I can't add to Top Step, so Top Step's gonna get blown any second now. I had a nice cushion on Top Step, that's gonna get blown, and then Apex, I have 3 funded accounts here that could get blown, and I am gonna destroy Windows if it keeps doing that. Yeah, I can't add to Top Step anymore. What I'm gonna do is, actually no, I can't do that either because of Top Step. I really need this to reverse. I mean, there's a lot of resistance, so I'm really hoping that it reverses. I'm counting on this resistance at 71. Oh, this sucks. I had a good idea all day about long, and then I don't know why I went short. Apex stops you, so you can't ever trade more than allowed. Like, it will not let you, which is pretty cool. Top Step you can? I thought you can't. I don't think you can. You can't. You can't on Top Step. I know it. Watch. If I try to go short now, it won't let me on Top Step. Yeah, but this is also a big move. Every single time we had a big move, it reversed. So like if I try to add right now, the Top Step will not fill in. I could show you. But let's hope this fills me. You could also set that as a restriction on Rhythmic, I believe, as to how many contracts you could trade. All right, let's get a big flush down here. This is my other chance to get out of this trade already. This is probably a break-even trade or maybe small profit.
All right, guys. I'm gonna get some stuff done around the house. Appreciate y'all being here. Is there any of you even here? Not really. I'll be back tomorrow morning, and hopefully we can find some trades. It was kind of a sideways day. Really wasn't any like crazy movement except for this first move, which we did capitalize on. Unfortunately, we just only got it on the wrong account. So with that said, I will see you all tomorrow. Stay safe and do everything that I wouldn't do. Peace.